Oh, welcome to my Hebrew channel, Mila Braika. I'm looking at an interesting word today, hazav. This is to design something, to do something, to make something, to plan, or to even means plot. But we're going to start with a positive, and I'm going to uh, look at this with the viewpoint of designer life. What you do with your life, how do you design it? How do you devise what happens with yourself? But we're going to start with a very simple approach to it. Start in the Old Testament with somebody who designs things. So let's take a good look at that. The word we're looking at is hazav, chet shin bet. Okay, chet shin bet. This is the verb then. He designs, third person singular. And this then, if you take this root here, chet shin bet, and move it into the middle of a longer word, you can make a noun out of it. The mem here makes into a noun, and then the holam tau here is a plural. So these are designs. So when this goes into a noun and it's plural, it'll be feminine. So something that's made, something that has been designed. And men most certainly design things. We make things like, just look this one up. This one's a coin that I've been sitting around here for. It's from Israel, of course. It's a menorah on there. I think it's 10 agorot. I've had it a long, long time, and just simply because I haven't had a chance to bring it back to Israel. So anyway, here it is. Somebody designed that thing. That's a design. That's something that somebody had to sit down and make some work and do some work to make it look good. So things require design. Objects that we make, mankind makes, require design. And it's also something we can say about our lives. We'll start with Exodus 31, 1. Jehovah spoke to Moses saying, Yedaber Yehovah el Moshe lemor. And PL, of course, the bear is always in PL. So God spoke, he affirmed. So Jehovah spoke to Moshe lemor, diciendo, saying, Si re'e karati beshem Bazalel ben Uri ben Hur le mate Yehuda. Rei, this is a C. Take a look. This is the full root of this particular noun here. Rei Shalaf He. Take a good look. Hortatory sense to it. Rei. Karati I've called. First person singular suffix form of kara. I've called. Beshem on the name or the name by name. Okay. In the name. So Beshem. Interesting. There's no dagish, but Beshem in name. In the name. Okay, so the master has stuck an atna here, so this one stops in the name, boom, and then ba zal el. Okay, ba zal el. Okay. This is if you want to take what this word means, in under the shadow of God. Okay, Bazael. Okay, from the shadow of God. Bazael is the name of proper name here. Bazael. Ben Uri, son of light. Okay, Ben Uri. Ben Hur. Okay, Ben Hur. Lemate Yehuda, from the tribe of Judah. Mate is actually physically the staff that stands at the front of each section of the tribe. So the staff comes to represent the tribe. So the translation here is tribe when you see mate. But mate is also used for smiting the waters and doing things like that. So it's an object that comes to represent something. It represents then the tribe. Va a male oto ruach Elohim ba chokma u vit buna u ve'daat u vechol malacha. And I have filled, so this is first person prefix form of the verb here, and I'm filling or have filled, oto with him, ruach, this reference here to ruach is the bazael we've mentioned in the previous verse, and the ruach, spirit of God. Hokmah, this is wisdom, very well known. Hokmah, usually the accentings forward on this one, but this one's now has a miura accent here. Mok, hok, ma. A bit the buna. This the root here is ben, bin. So in between things, ben. Okay, beit nun would be the base root right here. Push it up to reflexive with this surik or vav here, and then in. This was a preposition, and in understanding intelligence and the ability to distinguish between two things that's what you have here. Beit nun. Badat, and this one's based on the root dalat ayin. So, and when you look back, the usual root of this one is yod dalet dalet, but here we have dalet dalet, and then in knowledge. Okay, you know it; it's known. We call in Kamasatuv here malacha, with all craftsmanship. This is you'll see it here. Intelligence. These here hokmah, benuna, and these are condition of or state of, and you say it like Adam, Adama, okay? So, or Sadik, Sadaka, same thing there. So, condition of craftsmanship, okay? So, in English, ship kind of covers what this hay is doing here. To devise artistic designs to work in gold, silver, and bronze. Lehojev be'ahazevot. Now this, okay, now we have right here actually the two roots of the word that we're looking for. This one happens to be with a lamed of purpose in front of the verb, the chet shin bet, to devise, to make something, to plan something, to plot something. But here it's positive sense, so we're going to stay with a positive thing of devising something. And heshov, to devise, to design, and lamed of purpose, preposition, of course. And whenever you see this in front of a verb, of course, you're working with an infinitive, to devise. Ma javot, designs, and this then is the plural, feminine plural here, and to design, designs. And to what? Also another purpose here. La ashot, to make, to work. La ashot, to make. Bazahav, in gold. Bakesef, in silver. Nice mil el accenting here. Bakesef, segolate, take up mil el, and here we go. This it follows the rule, it follows the practice. Let's put it this way. Bakesef, ba nahashet, and in nahashet, this is in bronze. Nahash. The way to remember the nahashet is it's the color of a bronze snake. In other words, nahash is the serpent, nunchet shin, and then nahashet would be then the bronze, the color of a bronze serpent. So banashet, and then bronze, and that's also a well-known name of this metal. Three different metals here: zahav, kesef, and nahashet. And brings us to Acts 18. Paul found a Jew named Aquila and a native of Pontus. Pontus is Asia Minor, of course, and recently came from Italy with his wife Priscilla, because Claudius, the emperor, had commanded all the Jews to leave Rome. He went to see them, and because he was of the same trade, he stayed with them, worked, for they were tent makers by trade. I find this an interesting passage here because Paul was a tradesman. He was a designer. He knew the difference between a good tent and a bad tent. Somebody bring in a tent. Okay, this tent is leaking. He would know why. So there was his work. This tent has dried out. Oh, we have to rub some oil into it. We have to do something with this tent. Paul could work with his hands. And the ability to work with your hands and the ability to design things and think things through is a great assets, and also thinking about what happens with your life. In other words, when you can fix things materially, you also have the ability to look at what happens with a person's life, your own life and others' lives, and then you can also bring good counsel to those people and bring them to design their life the way the Lord wants it designed. And this is something we must always think about. What kind of design does the Lord want of our life? What does the Lord want us to be doing? What is it that's important to us? And most certainly, the Lord invites us into service to Him, be it with our hands, most certainly, also with the things we do for in His kingdom, under His direction, living a life that's useful and productive and a good testimony to others. When we can do something well with the profession that we're in, whatever it is, engineer, or doctor, or housewife, or whatever it is, when we do those things well, that is testimony to the Lord, because the Lord then is designing our lives in a certain way that brings honor to his name. God bless and God strengthen you in this day, and until the next time.